Hi guys and gals, it's me George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and you can see I've got a mess going on here. Well, but it's a good mess because it means we've been working on the Goofy cart, and I can't show you a whole lot that has been done on the Goofy cart itself, but I've been spending most of the day cleaning parts, and I'm working on my front spring here. The bottom spring, this one here, is just about done. I'm going to have to spray it with some metal etching primer. And these have been lightly sandblasted, but I got to finish wire wheeling them. And I've got other parts that I'm trying to dig out. And some of them I've taken apart so I can be preparing them for installation. There is our gas pedal. No, I take it back. That's our brake pedal. And then over here, we have part of our shift linkage. Yep. And then we keep coming over this way. And this one is our brake pedal. Yes, Bob. And it's the one that's swinging. I just finished painting this one. Yep. See that? That is the what holds the idler. Okay. This is what holds the idler sprocket on the side of the transmission for the chain that goes between the transmission and the next gear down the line. And then this here, which you can't see because I've got the backlight going on. Here we go. This is part of our brake leverage too. This is the lever that goes down from the bracket, and actually the rod hooks onto here and goes to the back. So yeah, we get those parts cleaned and sandblasted and painted. And one of the problems we have, well, I have, is it's been so long since I took it apart, I can't remember where some of the parts are. I thought I had one of these already, but I bought a new one. And then this here goes on right over that, like that. And you can see right down here in the end of the shaft, there's a threaded hole in there. Come on, focus. There it is, yep. And this gets held in place with a little chrome button. But you think I can find that chrome button? Nope, I've been looking all over because I got little things like this with parts that I had used, and this was part of my throttle linkage, but I'm not sure that we're going to use that again. We'll see how that works out when we come along. This is that idler sprocket that I was telling you about. This ends up getting mounted in here, and the bracket gets bolted on behind this chain, and this goes into the chain. And this piece of equipment right here, that is the bracket that holds the gas pedal, and the shaft goes through there. And here's our, well, it's a roller, right? This is the idler roller for the chain going back through the transmission. Got transmission on the brain through the frame. So I've got more parts back here to be cleaned, like this here. This is the shift linkage for the top of the transmission, and I've got to ease these corners, make it look a little better. This is going to be cleaned, and probably just going to put oil on that. This will get sandblasted and painted. The same with the pulley. Won't get sandblasted, but it'll get cleaned up really well. And it will get painted. And here's more of our shift linkage here. Yep. And nuts and bolts for mounting things together. And I have parts spread around. And as I'm going around and finding different things that I needed, I've been putting some of them in here, like all of my bronze bushings and locking collars and stuff like that I have in there. And woo, look at that shiny stuff in there. That's all stainless steel bolts in there that are getting used on the Goofy cart. Yep. And what do we got in here? Oh, these are more chrome caps. Any place that you're going to see a 3/8 bolt, it's going to have one of those caps on it. Bling, man, bling. And one of the other things I did today that took a fair amount of time, actually, was I cleaned and I replaced the top glass. If I get my inside light to come on here, there we go. I cleaned my top glass. It's a little bit dusty right now, especially on the inside, but I replaced that, and it was to the point I couldn't even see through it anymore, but I'm seeing pretty good now. So yep, and I've got to finish. It plugs up my filter back in there really quick when I have the vacuum cleaner going. So I'm going to have to come up with a different solution. I think I'm going to do one of those cyclone buckets, you know, 5-gallon bucket that's set up to be used in line. It would go there, and the vacuum would go in one place and then come out the other place, and when it's inside it swirls it around and actually drops the sand and stuff to the bottom, so it doesn't plug up the filter in your vacuum cleaner. So yeah, that's what George has been doing today. That, and I started stripping some materials off the front of my house because I have to pull the window out and redo some of the flashing to make the building inspector happy. So that took me a while too. And I finished mowing the lawn and all of those good things. So we're getting there anyway, one little bit at a time, and I have to make sure that I keep pulling these covers back over, because with all the sandblasting and sanding and grinding and all that good stuff, it can make a real mess out of our clean painted frame, don't you know? So, till the next update, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix Man. Looks like there's a little bit of haze in the air in here, probably from grinding and sandblasting. I'm going to be opening the door anyway and bringing my truck in at least. You all have a good night and a good day tomorrow. We have clear sailing in our weather for the next week at least. And it's getting late. Oh, yep it is. Look at that. 10 minutes to 9. Thanks for watching, for commenting, and for subscribing. Until the next time, bye for now.